I just think that some people, when it comes to the media, some people probably just get because like say like if you coming up, you playing for the love of the sport, and then when
Mhm.
you get to the professional levels, now you playing. It's all about money and it's all business, and and for some people that just takes some of the that takes some of the spark away from you know what I mean, the passion away from and I think that's what Kevin Durant went through. I think Kevin
Mhm.
Durant loved basketball, and then when he got to the NBA, it just seemed like the NBA was political. They already chose who they was going to make the face of the league. Where he probably was thinking, if I outplay this guy, then I'm, you know what I mean. People think that their talent wins over, and it don't always come out that way.
Yeah, they like to couple talent with charm, charisma,
Yeah,
personality, and all those
the
kind
whole
of things.
package.
Right. Yeah, and
Yeah.
so for that reason, you may not be able to be like, you know what I mean, and be like one of the faces of the NBA, NFL, or MLB or anything if it's not about like what you said, Clay. If it's not about like that appeal, that overall appeal that you have to the league, Uh,
I,
and that's why.
I heard something interesting this week. Draymond Green said, and it was about Steph Curry's perception, the perception of Steph Curry.
Uh-huh.
But Draymond was saying that nah, like he a nice guy and everything, but he a dog. Like he stand on business. Like
Yeah,
so,
yeah,
I didn't know that was a part of his personality. But he's saying no, that's a part of his personality too.
yeah,
It's just y'all don't know him, y'all don't see him. You know
yeah.
when the camera's off and stuff, and what he demands from his teammates.
Mhm.
I never had him like that.
Yeah.
But Draymond said that. Now I don't know if that's Draymond just building them up or he's being
Well, think
sincere.
about it though. If
Mhm.
in order for him to be as good as he is, he get Curry gets challenged every game. You know what I mean? People want to get physical with him to keep him from shooting those jumpers. They hit him every time. You know what I mean? Like they used to do to guards. I always do guards like that. Hit him, throw him to the floor. So you got to have some type of dog in you.
Yeah, yeah.
You
Well,
know?
yeah, I definitely know he's a competitor without a
Yeah,
doubt. Yeah, he ain't gonna get small when you get physical because his competition level and his desire to compete is just too great.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So why you? What? Let me ask y'all this before we start talking about the NBA playoffs. Why do y'all think that they didn't make Steph Curry the face of the league?
Again, I don't believe they make anybody. I just think the viewership, the fans, I think that stuff dictates it, me personally. And LeBron came out with all that fanfare. He had all that hype behind him, the chosen one, and all that kind of stuff coming from high school. So the crowd all eyes was on LeBron.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do think that Steph Curry he kind of burst onto the scene, whereas though, like you said, LeBron he had all that momentum coming from high school. But do y'all think that's Steph Curry is? Would y'all say that he's like almost too relatable? Whereas though Steph Curry's 6 feet, what he's 6'1", he about 6'2", 6'2", 6'3", right?
Yeah.
That's closer to being the average, you know what I
Average,
mean, to
yeah.
like the average person. So a lot more people can relate to Steph Curry.
Yeah, and he
Whereas
came
though,
he came from he came from Davidson, right? So he didn't he came from a mid-tier school. He didn't come from a power school. And,
mhm,
but what he did in the NCAA's um, kind of put him on the radar, right? So
mhm,
he was always kind of at the beginning kind of seen as an underdog because he wasn't highly touted. I think that feeds into the relatable everyday kind of, hey, I did this because of hard work and he wasn't a self-made popularity. He earned it, right? It was very
mhm.
organic.
Mhm.
Yeah, yeah,
And see, to me, that's more. To me, the more you relate to fans, the more fans gravitate to you. Like when the everyday common man can live vicariously through you, to me, that's gonna make people watch you, support you, and root for you, which he has a lot of people doing that for him.
Sure. And
You know?
he's coming from an NBA family, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
he's got the best of all worlds.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
It's just that, you know, Steph ain't flying through the air, bro. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I say like I said, he closer to being like the average person than like say like anytime you have guys who like 6'8", 6'7", that gives people more to. That's more of a like it gives you more to dream for, like because most people not 6'8". Most people can't do what Kobe, LeBron, and Mike do. You know what I mean? And so I think maybe from a media standpoint, they want to push something like that because that's something like more out of reach. And when the further you put something out of people's reach, the more they kind of like enamored by that, or the more that they, you know what I mean, the more they glamorize that. Whereas though this guy, you know, it's same thing with Isaiah. Isaiah was an amazing athlete. What's the other guy? Allen Iverson. But those guys are closer to Al height, you know.
But Allen Iverson, for a time, he was the most popular player in the sport.
Yeah, that was my guy.
He was.
Yeah.
And I would say this: I don't necessarily think they determine what they're going to push. I just think they let the data tell them. The data tells them. They do research studies, focus groups, all this kind of stuff, and the data dictates what they push. It's not like people sitting around saying, "I'm gonna make LeBron the face." It's the data suggesting that. So we're gonna lean into this guy, you know. And he also got the whole Michael Jordan thing comparison and all that. Even when he was coming out, it was like, could he be the next one? Like with Kobe. Kobe, he picked up a head of steam because he played so much like Mike. Fans gravitate, it's like, you know, so they lean into that stuff that's created organically, I believe.
Yeah.
And then they just lean in and push and push and push. You know. Steph had a great career. He still plays. He say he ain't done.
Yeah.
He say he's not done.
I think their team, the Golden State Warriors, I think for next year, the thing is they're not going to be able to stay healthy, I don't think. Because you got Porzingis, he never healthy. Steph always get hurt. What's the dude? Butler always, you know, Butler at the end of his career, Draymond. Yeah. They don't have enough youth mixed in with all that experience and you know.
Not the way these young guys playing.
Nah, man. They showing off in these playoffs, man.
These young guys playing. Yeah,
they showing off in these playoffs, man. What y'all want to y'all want to get into these Rockets and Lakers first, man? That series right there, just go straight for the. What did y'all think about that series?
I'll let you.
You know, I didn't watch much of that series. I saw some of the highlights. Yeah, I mean that the LA's definitely relying on the star power skill to get it done. It feels like the offense is gonna impose its will. Is what I'm trying to say.
Well, they got a tough matchup now. But I wasn't shocked because, you know, and I'm not saying that KD, you know, his absence, because to be honest, Houston played better without KD. But yeah, I wasn't shocked because Houston was just never on my radar all year. Like,
yeah,
I didn't look at them as a team. I knew they was gonna make the playoffs, but I didn't look at them as a team, true contender, or anything like that. So, but I will say that you saw LeBron's legs left him. They left him. So, you know, them couple of games, the overtime game, the game after that, his legs left him a little bit. Jump shots was falling short and stuff like that. So now I just think this next series they probably gonna get Luka back. You know, at some point, but they got a tough road, man. I don't see them going past this next round.
Yeah, Yeah, I agree.
But it was like it didn't surprise me either way. Houston or LA, it didn't matter, you know.
Yeah, I agree. I think LeBron James legs, you know what I mean? Like he had to pick and choose his moments where he was just going, you know, and that last game he had enough to help his team get over the top for that last game.
Yeah.
But, I thought going into the season, I thought when they picked up the Rockets, when they picked up Kevin Durant, I didn't want to see him get rid of Jalen Green though. Because I know last year in the playoffs he struggled against. I think it was against Golden State. He struggled, but I just chalked that up to Jalen Green being young and inexperienced, and the playoffs was just, you know, his eyes got big and that spotlight was on him. Right?
Yeah.
I wanted to see him kind of work through that, especially with a young. Everybody's on that team is young. Shangoon, you got what's the Thompson? You know, all those guys are young. Keep them together and allow them to grow and grow together. I thought that would have been a better idea.
Yeah.
And so Jalen Green played in Phoenix this year and he did good. You know, although they got swept, I think he looked better this year in the playoffs, a lot better than he did last year. I thought that could have been, him in Houston.
Yeah.
You know, but
there used to be a time where you kept your team together and you let them go through their challenges and they grow from their mistakes and then they get better as a unit. You keep that chemistry, and actually the chemistry grows and the bond grows, and then the communication becomes even greater because you know you're just doing eye contact and body language, and so that used to be a thing of the past. And nowadays, man, it's just nobody wants to allow a team to develop over time.
Yeah.
You know, well, OKC did. They drafted all them guys, and they, you know.
Well,
but
I thought Boston did the same thing. Because remember, Tatum struggled early in the playoffs in his career, you know, and then and like you said, when those guys persevere and go through their challenges like that, it just make that bond stronger and it make the team stronger. And I thought Houston messed up when they let that kid go.
So what does Houston look like next year, though? I mean, because KD's coming back, right?
I don't know if he's coming back. I don't know. It was a lot of controversy and stuff surrounding KD, man. You know, they had the what was that? The burner account. Then, you know, people was questioning like his heart, you know, why he didn't play.
Yeah.
Or, you know, this series, you know, he bumped his knee into somebody else's knee. So I don't know, man. If you are Houston, do you bring KD back next year?
Me personally, I wouldn't.
Yeah, I don't think I bring him back because you think just from a chemistry point, you know what I mean? Like when you look at number one, he's getting older. Then you look at the chemistry. Like I said, you got all these young guys. I forgot the kid name, but you know, this guy looked up to Kevin Durant. That, you know, the guy who play on the team. I forgot. And then, you know, he calling Kevin Durant out, and you know, Retro, what's up? Yeah, man.
So, she back?
Yeah,
I haven't seen any posts from her or nothing on YouTube. I'm disappointed, Retro.
Yeah. Happy Sunday to you too. You know what? She asked me where have I been, because I've been seeing her posts, you know, her clips on YouTube.
I haven't seen them.
Yeah. But
plus, it's fever season, so I know she pumped up for that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy, man. You know, I think it's I'm posting daily. I ain't getting them.
Yeah,
I don't know what's going on with my algorithm. It must have switched up.
Yeah, I've been definitely seeing her posts. Yeah.
I think it's a team out there right now that could use KD. To get to a championship, like the New York Knicks. You know, I think they should just part ways, Houston and KD. And KD should find some, you know, find a team that need his services.
Yeah.
You know, and go with that. You know. Because he still got plenty of ball left in him.
Oh, yeah,
the man averaged almost 30 this year, 27 or something like that. So, yeah.
I think he'll be good in DC and with the Wizards next year with
man,
all those old guys over there.
No, man.
You know that's where he's from.
Yeah, but he ain't going. Listen, it's a championship caliber team that's missing something, and he can give it to him. He
But I
could
don't
go to
think
Detroit. He could go to Detroit and add scoring. He could go to New York and add scoring.
That's sexy. The Detroit would be
Yes,
sexy.
that's sexy. Yes,
Yeah.
trying to tell you, man.
They're definitely missing something over there.
Yeah.
if the Detroit is missing some things, but just think about it. When you think about Kevin Durant, everywhere he's been, it's been some drama. It ain't ended well. I don't know if you Detroit, you got them young guys. I don't know if you want to bring them in. That's why I said DC might take a swing at him, but a contending team, I don't think so.
I don't know if it's been drama in Houston. The man just got hurt at the end.
Yeah.
What's the drama?
Well, the burner phone, some things that
Is that affect
back and forth about him and some of his teammates.
what happened in Golden State? He went to Golden State, played his role, gave them what they needed, and they won.
Yeah.
Well, you forgot about him and Draymond had some drama there too.
At the end, yeah. But I mean, but was that KD or Draymond?
Yeah.
It was.
Because don't act like Draymond ain't got no whole bunch of drama with him. He banged the shit out that boy in practice.
Yeah, but we talking about we looking at Golden State. Then where he went from there, we went to Brooklyn. That he tried to get the coach fired.
Well, it wasn't just him, Kyrie and him. Kyrie spoke up and was like, "We don't really need coaching." Kyrie said that too.
I remember Kyrie saying that they don't need coaching.
Yeah. And in Brooklyn, he was a toe away from advancing that team. And everything fell apart. James Harden, Kyrie didn't play. Everything fell apart. I don't know if that's on KD.
Yeah.
And then you look at him in OKC with Westbrook. Westbrook got drama everywhere he goes, except now because he's at the end of his career. Yeah. But he seems like a malcontent at times, right? So what are we talking about? You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
I don't know.
He caught up in a lot of stuff everywhere he goes. So
but
I mean, if I'm Detroit, I don't bring him in.
I would.
Detroit.
I think I would too.
You would bring him to Detroit?
Yeah.
Who's the coach there in Detroit? What's that guy name? I forgot the guy's name, but I don't know, man. Him and K. What Detroit need, in my opinion, Detroit need a point guard. Kay Cunningham is not a point guard. And he it's two different mindsets. Whereas though you need him to focus on being that two guard and a point guard, he need a pure point guard.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with that. But so let's talk about the Pistons and their struggles right now.
Mm-hmm.
What is their problem? Everything, absolutely everything is going through Cade right now.
Yes.
And he needs help on scoring. Whether it's a point guard being the floor general or just another forward that can take up attention, because everything's on Cade's shoulders, and Orlando's system has the cheat codes for, hey, this is how we stop this guy. And it's sheer will that has got the Pistons back in this.
In it. Yep. And even with a point guard, Mike, you spoke about it all year. They need another scorer.
Yeah, they need another scorer.
So is a point guard, bringing in a point guard, he's still going through Cade with all the scoring.
Yeah.
Well, you need another scorer.
Yes.
You show me a point guard out here besides SGA and maybe and the boy Halliburton. You show me a point guard that fills it up like that. And maybe besides Jalen Brunson. You name a point guard that fill it up.
The type of point guard I think Detroit need. Remember, because when you look at this Detroit Pistons team, this team, in my opinion, is comparable to the team that Giannis had when Giannis played in Milwaukee, right? And so when you look at, you take Tobias Harris and you take Chris Middleton, right? Their games kind of mirror each other. So and then you have a dominant player in Cade Cunningham. So Cade Cunningham is your dominant player, just like two different styles of basketball, but you got Cade Cunningham and you got what's that? Giannis, right? So that's your dominant ball player. Your role, your number 3 on the third person on your team on your offense would be like Jalen Duren, because he can't. Jalen Duren on a championship team, in my opinion, he got to at least be by the third or the fourth option. He can't be your second option in that offense because he's not polished enough offensively. He gonna get his buckets just like Portis did in Milwaukee. Remember the role Portis played in Milwaukee the year they won that. You know what I mean? So that's the same role. So if you got to set up like that, and you got a point guard that's running your offense and getting everybody to their sweet spots and getting people like Holiday did for Milwaukee, did like Holiday, who can hit the jumper if you sag off him. So you got to respect him. He can score. You need a Drew Holiday type point guard. You don't need a Brunson type point guard or a Shea type, because I don't know. You could use Shea because Shea, you know, but a Brunson type, I don't know. You need a Drew Holiday type point guard.
So let me ask you a question. So you saying that the problem the Pistons have is not that they don't have another scorer, it's that they don't have people getting the ball in scorers' hands?
Yeah, they need a rhythm, right? Because Cade Cunningham, and when you watch Detroit, Cade, he bringing the ball up court, he's setting the offense, right? Whereas though Cade Cunningham, if you got a point guard who can set the offense, Cade Cunningham is basically trying to get to his spot on the court. Then you got everybody else. Tobias Harris, he basically trying to get to his spot on the court. The point guard is going to select, like, all right, whatever the matchup is, that's the matchup I'm gonna take advantage of, right? Whereas though Cade Cunningham, it's just a different mindset. Him starting that running that offense from that point position.
Yeah, I mean, if the Detroit Pistons could do something like bring in a KD, because I think that would be. I don't think that's out of the realm of possibility, because I think they could probably get KD, and then who do you think fits in that mold? Who do you bring in? Can you get a De'Aaron Fox or somebody like that?
Well, yeah, Fox
he ain't leaving San Antonio.
No, yeah, De'Aaron Fox ain't going nowhere. I'm looking for, man. I don't know. I wouldn't bring KD. Remember, KD, in my opinion, he not really all that successful without a point guard. That was evident in Phoenix and in Brooklyn, right? He need as great as KD is, he needs a point guard.
Yeah. Can you steal Maxey from Philadelphia?
I like Maxey.
Yeah,
I like that might be more doable, right, with Maxey, because I don't know how much longer they gonna be able to keep this Sixer team together with Embiid. He on his last leg, literally and figuratively. So I don't know. Maybe you can get a Maxey over there. But yeah, what y'all think about though for the Game 7 with the Magic and the Pistons? Who y'all like in that game?
Who's home?
They going to the Pistons.
Detroit.
Yeah.
Well, like I said, Orlando surprised me.
Yeah.
So I'm still gonna lean on Detroit to advantage.
Yeah. I'm gonna lean on Detroit too, man. Because
I think Orlando's best shot was last night.
Yeah. They should have ended it, and they couldn't. It's a good game though. They went at it.
Friday night. I'm off, but Friday
night.
Yeah.
Right. Friday night, right. So yeah, I'm gonna lean into the Detroit in that series.
Yeah.
But who saw Philly coming, man? Who saw Philly coming?
Yeah, I definitely.
They got way over their head.
Well, they got healthy. Healthy.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Paul George came back.
Yes.
And Paul George not.
Embiid came back.
Embiid came back.
Embiid playing, and they're hitting on all cylinders, man. They just cannot miss offensively. They're just a juggernaut right now.
Yeah. And then Maxie been doing this all year. So
Yeah.
they got healthy, man. And I'm
Yeah.
gonna say this, it's unfortunate that Jason Tatum got hurt. It's unfortunate again. You know, I think that's what I'm saying. It was a gamble bringing him back. I know it ain't the same leg, but we all know once you injure one area, the body overcompensates, and you susceptible to doing something to another part of your body. So
Yeah.
you know, it's unfortunate, man, to see him work so hard to come back, and then he get, you know, he can't play in that last game, you know. Plus, he never really found his explosiveness, even though he was scoring and playing well. He never really found that burst. So it's unfortunate, man. I feel for him.
Yeah. How serious is that leg injury though that he had?
I don't know. I didn't hear it, but serious enough that he had to sit out. And I think last night when he was congratulating Embiid and them, it seemed like he was limping a little bit then.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Man. I was disappointed he got hurt too. A lot of people say they saw this coming. I thought he was ready personally. You know, I just thought he was ready, but yeah, evidently he wasn't, man.
But you put that stress on it, boy, it's different.
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, she said, why so many injuries in basketball, both men and women?
I don't want to sound like a broken record. Y'all already know what I think, so I'm gonna leave it there. Chemical substances.
I don't know, man. I think it's stress, man, and the way they practice. They don't practice like they used to practice back in the day. You know, practices nowadays are limited, and even a lot of older guys say that, you know, that their body was just more conditioned, you know, for these long. At least on the men's side, you know, a lot of the men are saying they were just more conditioned, and their body built up that tolerance, you know, to play through these. That's why they had.
I mean, I think both of those things can be true, and the fact that that there's just more the level of athleticism across the board for all the players in the NBA and the WNBA has increased to a level where there's just that much more talent out there, and when the talent keeps rising, the stress and the what you put your body through against higher caliber opponents puts that stress on the body, like you're saying, Mike.
Well, speaking of trainers, but even trainers and these athletes, you start adapting to what you're going to face, and the purpose of working out and building and conditioning your body is to go beyond anything you're going to deal with. So that way, when you play, your body's able to manage that, you know. So that's another interesting thing. Like, could it be the training that's going on? I don't know. They say LeBron put all that money in his body. I don't understand the $2 million. Nobody can convince me that it takes $2 million to eat a nutritious meal, to work out and keep your body fit. That just don't make sense to me.
Yeah.
2 million, that just don't make sense.
So what was where was that reported?
I forget, but that's been a story ongoing that he put $2 million in his body every year.
And he's saying that that's just nutrition, and
that's what he's saying. You know, he got a chef, a nutritionist, he did trainer, his workout, all this stuff. They piling it all in, but $2 million, Jim.
That buys a lot of food and consultation. And chemicals.
Man. I don't know, man. I don't know. And then I saw a female basketball player. Man, this chick like 7 foot tall.
Yeah.
She's from China. It don't even look right to me. I'm not saying it can't happen. I'm saying it just don't look right to me.
7 feet tall. Wow.
Yep.
That is crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Yeah, yeah. So yeah,
Yeah.
man, I like the Pistons though in that
Yeah.
series.
Yeah.
And let me see. Retro says my daughter, they ran, they lift weights, they did ankle strengthening. Yeah, see,
Yeah.
definitely got to work on, every aspect of your body.
That's normal stuff. And those guys work out.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
Those guys work out. I mean,
For a
they
living.
training is serious.
Hmm.
You know, they're always
It's a
at.
business.
Always
It's a
at.
business.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So
They work out.
yeah.
Now, let me ask y'all about this series. What about the Raptors and the Cavaliers? Y'all surprised about that series?
I'm not.
Not.
Nope.
That's a very entertaining series though. Like those,
No.
they be some good games with the Raptors and
No.
the
Toronto been playing good all year.
Yeah.
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 They've been feisty. They've been good. They got a good balance. They got a
Yeah.
good team. Yeah.
Is that guy Usai Majuri? Is he still the general manager up there in Toronto? He not?
I don't believe so. No.
Okay. Because
Mm.
like I like the way they run their organization. Like they always have some solid teams and competitive
Yeah.
teams. Even, they don't really just drop but so far, as far as like having good competitive teams.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, man, that's a good.
And your boy Nick Nurse, they used to coach Toronto. He coaching the 76ers.
Oh, okay. Nick Nurse.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Yes. And he got Lowry on his team too.
Yeah,
He ain't
yeah.
starting, but he on the team too. So, interesting. But yeah, I wasn't surprised by Toronto. I wouldn't be surprised if Toronto knocked them out. I don't think they will,
You don't
but
think
I wouldn't
so?
be surprised.
Yeah, I
Mhm.
agree. I wouldn't be surprised either if Toronto knocked them out. Yeah, that can go either way. That can go either way. Where they playing in Cleveland for that last game, right? Because
Yeah,
yeah,
I would assume Cleveland had a better record. Yeah.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Let me see what Retro said. I heard the Fever Girls say they were in the gym 2 hours a day. I thought, yeah,
Only 2 hours. Yeah.
yeah, but yeah, they used to train longer. It used to be longer.
Was it?
Or if they
I
didn't
don't
do
know.
longer than 2 hours, they'd do 2 a days. You know,
Yeah.
they'd do 2 a days. But
But I know them girls. I know some of them girls. Well, I can't speak for all of them, but I know they work out all year round. Like, it seemed like Caitlin stay in the gym. So, yeah, I don't know. You know what I mean? So maybe doing, that's all that's neat. You don't want to overdo it either.
yeah, but see, that's the one person who I see. Like Caitlin, probably she stay all in the gym.
Yeah.
Asia Wilson, she stay in the gym. So, man, Olivia Miles, man, real quick, man, she gonna be something else in this league, man. Olivia Miles, man.
That was a good.
I'm excited about the Lynx.
That was
Yeah,
a good pickup by Minnesota.
yeah, yeah.
That was an excellent pickup. Yeah.
I'm like, man, I just like her approach to the game.
Yeah.
She's just out there, she's
Excellent.
just balling.
Yeah. That was an excellent pickup by them.
Yeah.
We actually went and saw, my wife and I went and saw the Big 12 championship here in Kansas City, and she kind of had a down game in that final.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Who was they playing?
It was
Mhm.
and I already forgot because
But she was on TCU,
Yeah,
so a lot of that
well,
fell on her,
yeah, exactly.
Mhm.
Exactly. Was it West Virginia? West Virginia.
Oh, okay. It was West Virginia.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you're right, Clayton. They just like Orlando was trying to bottle up Cade. That's exactly what they were doing to Olivia.
Olivia,
And they had West Virginia had some girls that just towered. Yeah, over them, and yeah, it was a fun game. It was fun to go out and watch.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm looking forward to some of this WNBA though this year. It's gonna be some good games in there. Really good game. I like what about the girl Kennedy? She is at
The Aces.
whoa.
Yep.
Yeah, yeah.
Yep.
Yes,
Yep.
Kennedy. Flage looked good too, Retro. I saw who Flage. As a matter of fact, she played against the Valkyries, and you know the Valkyries drafted her, right? I
They
think
drafted and traded her.
right. Yeah, they drafted
Yeah.
and traded her, and so yeah, she looked good against them. So yeah,
You know, that's
Flage
she was my favorite girl in the draft. You know, I've been loving Flage since I first laid eyes on her. She was my favorite girl in this draft. I'm not saying she's going to be the best one in the draft,
yeah,
but I like watching Flage play. She
yeah.
dope. She dope to me. Yeah.
Was
You
you
know?
surprised though the Valkyries like trade her, draft and trade?
No, I mean, no, I ain't really had no thought about it. I mean, because you know those teams and them GMs and stuff, they got strategies behind what they do. So
Yeah,
I don't know what they got. They might have got another pick like for next year. You just don't know. You know what I
yeah.
mean? So they had their reasons, whatever
Oh
it
yeah,
was.
I'm sure they got, you know what I mean. They got a nice little ransom for.
Yeah, and I don't think it was about necessarily the player they got because I think she's already got waived. I don't think it was about that. I think it was
Oh,
about something more.
in the future, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. Wow. So the girl they got already got waived.
yeah, she got waived.
Damn, that's crazy.
Yeah.
That's
But like
crazy.
I said, I don't think they got. I don't know. The Valkyries put that team together nice last year. They was competitive, so you got to give them the benefit of their doubt. You
Yeah,
know, their front
yeah. Well,
office.
yeah, they still gonna be good though. They
Yeah.
still, they still gonna be competitive. What y'all think about though the Fever bringing in the young girl? What's the girl from South Carolina? What's her name? The guard,
Raven Johnson.
Raven Johnson.
Oh yeah, she's good.
She looked
Yeah,
good.
yeah.
She looks absolutely good. She quick. I didn't realize her arms was that long.
Yeah.
And then you look at the job she did on Sarah Strong in the Final Four. She can guard all the positions, even though she's small, because her wingspan is so wide. She's fast, defensive menace. So
Yeah.
that's going to help them. I just feel like, I don't know. I just feel like the Fever should have got some more size, like some size to go along with AB. Mo Billings okay. She was an Olympian, but yeah, we're gonna see. We'll see. But I do think that the Fever going to be one of the fastest teams in the league, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And,
I mean, that's the coaches. Stephanie writes that's her style, right?
No, she's letting go. She realized they need to push pace.
We talked about that last year. It was that they wanted to play that way, but she was pulling the reins.
Muck it up, defense.
Right.
But she's saying now she realized that they need to push pace.
I mean,
this is how you beat a big team. This is how you beat, huh?
They should have just called you last year. You were saying it all year.
Listen, man, it didn't matter because all those injuries and everything.
Yeah.
It all started in the very beginning. Caitlin should have never. She had an injury before the season started. She should have never played that Iowa game. It was just one of them deals.
Yeah.
But they definitely need some bigs.
Yeah, I agree with you and Retro. They do need some bigs in there.
Size, but they need size that can run.
Yeah.
That's what they need.
Well,
You guys see the contract that Aaliyah signed?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's highest paid WNBA player.
Yeah.
She is?
Yep.
Yeah. They gave her, not really, but really. Her and Asia got pretty much the same contract. Just Aaliyah got one more year.
Yeah.
So Aaliyah getting $6.3 million. Yeah. Over the next 4. Yeah. So, and that was another thing too, the money. I don't know where the Ace is getting all this money from, but they was already being investigated, right? For
no, I didn't know that.
The salary cap shit. Oh yeah, they got investigated for that. Yeah, they had people in Vegas giving them girls money like the Kawhi shit.
Yeah.
Oh, so they had some of them no-show jobs.
Yeah, they had people funding them. They still like, now with the Liberty, a lot of them took pay cut. They just stayed because everybody got a raise.
Yeah.
So, everybody didn't just go for the bank, to keep, and the Liberty put together a good team too.
Yeah.
So it's going to be interesting to see what happened.
Sabado, what's her name? How you pronounce her name?
Satu Sabli.
Satu, she on the Liberty now.
Yeah, she on the Liberty now. Yeah.
I forgot the name of the girl that they let go.
But I think the Liberty gonna run into trouble because teams gonna run against them, and the Liberty half court set type of team.
Yeah. And see, that's what I like about the Fever, right? They can run, and then they got they got Leah Boston, and she in the half court set, right? So
yeah,
come playoff time, I just think the Fever they got that flexibility, that versatility.
So Retro says Stephanie White had a lot of injuries when she coached Vanderbilt. Is that what she's saying?
I think so.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
That's interesting. I want to see this girl too. They got this girl beside the tall girl. She shot 40% from three. But right now she only played one preseason game. Yeah, I want to see what they only got on a developmental contract, but I think they need to sign that girl. They need some size.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it's gonna be interesting to see. I saw Angel when she went back to Chicago.
Yeah. I don't like to talk bad about people, but I mean, like, why is her game
you're not talking bad. You just saying what you saw. It's. I'm not going to call her names and nothing like that. I'm just saying she just don't have no lift, man, on her layups and stuff. It's just tough. It's hard to watch that.
Yeah. It is hard. I'm just, and you trying to grow the league, and then you got somebody who she getting her shot blocked by somebody who not even jumping either. Like the girl just put her hand out there and blocked the shot. I'm like, take it, bounce the ball, gather yourself. Even if you don't have no lift, at least put your body into them or create some space with a fadeaway. But that right there, man.
So the word is, or the word has been that she's just not putting in the work. I mean, do you think that's the case?
I mean, it's not looking like it.
I just think her athleticism has always been a thing, that's hampering her to some good. She's strong and she has a great motor and she can rebound. She just doesn't have any lift. And I don't know how you get lift. Well, you can try to add some to it, but I don't know how you get that.
Right. Even with that being said, if she gather herself, like remember Zach Randolph. It's been a lot of NBA guys who don't have lift, but then if you don't have lift, you don't play above the rim. You got to be able to use your body and your shoulders to get that separation, or even you fade away and shoot a jumper. You just don't. When she shoot the ball, she exposed the ball. Like her body is not in between her and the defender.
But I think she uses her body well to get to points that she does get.
Oh yes, yeah. But then she don't finish with that body.
But all the time you can't always gather yourself when you're going against resistance. You know what I'm saying? So some of those passes that come to her, they need to be quick off the glass. Stuff like that. But I think she does a great job using her body. That's why she's able to get the points and the rebounds she get now. Because she knows how to use her body well, me personally. But
I just seen a lot of guys play that don't have that lift, that don't play above the rim.
Yeah.
And they're able to get that separation. They use their shoulders. They fade away. She don't do none of that when it comes to her shot. She exposed her shot. And, how tall is she? 6'2", 6'3"?
Something like that. Yeah. I saw her on she did a Victoria. She had the angels on her back. She did the Victoria's Secret lingerie fashion show.
Yeah, I saw that
You
too.
know that she homegirl out there, she out there throwing that thing, boy. But I will say, it's going to be interesting too to see, because Alicia Gray, Ron Howard, and the other girl, Breach, like they about winning, and they're about getting the ball in the person high hand and taking good shots and stuff. If she shows herself not to be a consistent shot maker,
Yeah.
I don't see them getting her getting a lot of touches. And then
It
that's
should.
what's going. And this is what's gonna. This is when will it create tension?
Well, see, that's what but see, like you said, they're about winning. They're a veteran
Yeah.
team, so they are going to dictate the chemistry of that team. I don't think she's going to be able to disrupt the chemistry of that team if she's not happy. So
But I
yeah,
don't think the chemistry gets disrupted. But I could see it being some tension where she wound up seeing herself relegated to something outside on the outside. Because the coach they got in Atlanta is good.
oh yeah,
He's a
yeah.
male coach. He schemes well. So, but who you are is who you are. So
Yeah,
I don't know. And Angel believes she's a star. She believes, to me, them putting her on the Olympic team, that didn't make sense to me. I ain't gonna front, Mike.
Yeah.
That didn't make sense to me.
I agree. I just think that like I said, I think on a championship team, I just think she's probably like the fourth option. If you know what I mean, you can't have her be. I don't think she got to be like around the fourth option. I do think that she can, if she lean into her role, I think she can make this Atlanta team better because if she played tough defensive rebound, almost like a Dennis Rodman type, get the rebound, kick it out to, give the scorers second opportunities. She got to lean into that.
But that's what she don't do. It's
Right.
in her nature.
Right,
Soon as
right.
she get that rebound, she want to go back up. It's in her nature, Mike.
I think if they can get her to lean into that Dennis Rodman type role where she worked like a horse down there in that paint and get those young ladies the scores, second chance opportunities, I think that would make her, that'd be really good for her image too. You know what I mean? If she buy into that role.
I concede to that. I concede to that point.
Yeah.
That's the only way I think, because of the team, Atlanta's just too good for them to allow her to do what she did in Chicago. That's not going to work.
Yeah, they're not going to allow her to do it, but I can still see it being some friction with her if she didn't get them touches.
I just hope they sit her down and talk to her and just have her buy into that,
she need to buy into that role. Yeah.
Get rebounds and put it back up, man. And
I mean, because she came down on the break one time, the girl had the defender pinned underneath the basket, wide open. Angel took it all the way to the basket
and got it blocked.
No, missed the layup.
Oh, missed the layup. Yes. They didn't even have to block it, the rim.
No, it was in between the rim, like right where the backboard and the rim meet.
Right, yeah.
She's a hell of a rebound. She got a hell of a motor.
Yeah.
I would, if I'm the coach, I say, all right, I want to see you get all those rebounds, tip it to yourself like Dennis Rodman used to do, and disrupt the other team. That would put Atlanta over the top. I think it'll just make them so much tougher.
Yeah. And the thing with Dennis Rodman, he was wiry. So not only was he a great rebounder, he was a great defender.
Yeah.
I don't know how great of a defender Angel is.
Rebounder. I think she.
She ain't a bad defender, but I don't think she. No.
Yeah, I don't think she's a bad defender either. I just think she can get you some rebounds. But Retro, you're right. She got to change that mindset though. In order to be successful, it can't just be about Angel. Yeah. So,
I mean, it's for her so far, but it's going to work until it doesn't. And I think to your guys' point, the Atlanta dream is where it all comes together, because when she was with the Sky, It was her team. And I mean, you had
why you had limited success, though. You know what I mean? So you had limited success because her skill set on no WNBA team is a skill set whereas though it can lead you to the playoffs and the championship.
Yeah.
Whereas though her skill set can fit a role that, you know what I mean, play a big part on a championship team.
Yeah. And this is to my point, it's worked for her so far. And this is the test, because if she can fit into that role and realize, hey, it's not all about me, it's about the team, then that's a win-win. But if she holds on to that, hey, it's all about me, and does what she's done in the past, I think that could cause some friction and some problems in Atlanta.
I think it was a disaster in Chicago.
Oh, I do too. But it wasn't just her. Obviously, there was a lot going on. That coach, a lot of talking about the coach and the toxicity and all the controversy about Kennedy Carter. And I mean, I think that team as a whole was kind of a disaster. And I don't believe any of that was Angel's. I think she contributed. It wasn't her being the nexus of all that.
Yeah, it's hard to say. I mean, I hear you, but I think Teresa Witherspoon leaned into a thing with Angel.
Yeah.
You know, and if I'm Kennedy Carter and I'm on a team and I'm so much more skilled, I'm looking at it like, why are we trying to feed this girl when her skills are limited? So it can create resentment with that. But I think it was about the narrative. I think that rookie year was just about her going against Caitlin, trying to make her win some type of rookie of the year, which was silly to me. You know, that's league politics in the whole league. And even with this move to Atlanta, I still believe it's about league politics. But, you know, that's a conversation for another day. Okay. But I definitely, and then think about this, fellas. Carmilla Cardoso was Chicago's #1 pick in the draft that year.
That's right. Yeah.
Caitlin went first, but I think Cardoso went third. Angel went 7th.
Yeah.
So why is the focus point around your 7th round draft pick when it should have been through that big girl?
Yeah.
Who got good footwork around the rim, good skills, shoot at a higher percentage. And now when you listen to the vets that's came to Chicago, like your Sky, they want to play through Cardoso. You know, so that's interesting. I'm not saying that's all on Angel. I think that's league politics. The league was so caught up. They believe in that the rivalry is what created all the attention when it wasn't. It was just this girl's magnetic, you know, she's a vortex. You know, that's what created all the attention. With or without Angel, Caitlin was going to have viewers and eyes on her, you know, but they try to lean into that. To me, I don't know if it's true, but that's what I feel.
I mean, you call it league politics, but I think the league politics was driven by the media narrative, right? Because the media was lighting that fire. And I think I would say the media was pushing that, and the league grabbed on and wrote it.
But I think it came to them. It came to them when they came into the W. But who really created the narrative was the whole this. And then the media started speaking on it.
Sure. Right.
Pour gasoline on that thing, you know? Right. I don't know. But anyway, but I think that it walked into the W.
Yeah.
And then the W made a decision.
Yeah, I think that's what I'm saying.
Exactly. Yeah. So we'll see. It's going to be interesting. Yeah.
Well, I think the media and a lot of fans leaned into that too, because it was almost like a reoccurrence of the Magic and Bird type thing. You know what I mean? That's just like giving the league a layup. You know, when you had that type of that type of storm surround, you'd be like, oh man, you know, this really right here, we can push this you know, from people who saw that type of basketball, who saw the Celtics and the Lakers back in the day, you know, it was almost like, you know, happening all over again. But
And it seemed like it was a representation of the nation's politics too, big
yeah,
time,
Yeah.
yeah,
because it's still going on.
Yeah.
I don't even watch content creators no more because it's the same old dead stories, man.
yeah.
Like I can't even watch it no more.
Yeah, well, you know, at a certain point, you just seen, you know what I mean? Like you said, it's the same old thing every time. You just seen it, you know. I cut back on the amount of content I watch too because you know they
It's
might
the
change the
same,
title, but basically you watch the same thing.
yeah, it's the same old thing. It's like you got fans, um, 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 Angel fans got mad because Ryan didn't want to give up the number. You got Caitlyn fans still talking about Stephanie White and them trying to hold her back, and you got you know, all these different things. And to me, it's like if you like watching a player play, just watch the player play.
Yeah.
That's simple. Why you getting? I don't know why people are so emotionally tied to this stuff. Like, but I get it. Because at one point I was, when it came down to the Lakers against the Celtics, you know, I was like pro
Yeah,
Magic. You know, I didn't like Bird. You know what I'm saying? But
yeah,
as you evolve and you grow and you realize it's silly, you know what I mean? Like Bird was played and it gave you entertainment, and you find somebody you like to watch and just watch them. Like Mike didn't, I always say this all the time, Mike never had to win a championship for me. That's not why I watched him. I watched him because he captivated my imagination. That's what I gravitate toward. People that do that. You know, I could care less about championships. And I know old players talk about, you know, to be great, you got to win a title and stuff. But these guys are human too. And they susceptible to the brainwashing, just like the masses are. I'm not knocking them for that because that gives them their motivation and their inspiration to play and get better. But it's brainwashing. You know what I'm saying? Like, a championship, I will always say it's a team accomplishment. You guys are watching it now in real time. Minnesota didn't have Ant-Man,
Yes.
but they knocked out Denver.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And the reason they knocked out Denver is because that GM that built Denver came to Minnesota and they were specifically built to beat Denver. So that was a bad matchup for Denver. You know what I'm saying? And that's just what it is. So, you know, I don't buy into all that stuff, man. These guys, the Barkleys and all these guys, the Jordans and the LeBron, everybody talking about championships and Magic, they are brainwashed. And I'm not saying that in a bad way.
Right.
They just brainwashed. But I ain't mad at them. That gave them what they gave them their drive. You know? But yeah, man.
Yeah, I mean, like when I see players like Allen Iverson, Charles Barkley, Karl Malone, John Stockton, yeah, I mean, I don't think no less of them because they don't have champion. And I enjoy watching those guys play. You know what I mean? So yeah, I get that point, but I still like them championships because, you know, I don't know why. It just shows. I don't know. I just like the championships. It's just a different level of perseverance. You know, and
But
like
it's
you said,
not,
it's a team of accomplishment.
it's a
Mike had,
team.
you know, Mike had a
Yeah.
team that, you know, was able to get past Utah.
Yeah.
They was able to
Yes.
get past Portland and
Yeah.
you know, and all those. Yeah, but
Absolutely.
that
Everybody
man,
want to give
Charles
Magic
Barkley was
all,
a beast.
they want to give Magic all these titles. Magic walked into an organization that had the all-time leading scorer,
Yes.
Hall of Famers. They want to
Yeah.
give Bird all these championships. Bird, the organization, got Hall of Famers around him. You know, so it's not just those guys, but
Yeah.
you like those guys because some of the things they do and what they do on the court. You can see by far they the best player on the court, hands down. But
Yeah.
you know, yeah. So we witnessing some of that now. Just like when Wemby took that concussion. You know what I'm saying? They lost the next game, right?
Yeah. Yep.
But then but let's look at OKC. When Shea was out, they still had a winning record without him. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
San
right.
Antonio, when Wemby set out during the season, They had a winning record without him. You know what I mean? So
Yeah,
that's
I mean
all.
that points to like it's you got a good organization.
Yeah.
Whereas though some organizations, and that's why you got the Celtics was up there. They was good without their main man, Wemby. Like you said, he was out. Those organizations can keep the train moving while while pieces, fall off.
I'm gonna tell you one of the most underrated talents in professional sports, and it's probably the single most important talent, and that's evaluating talent.
Yeah.
Per what you have on your roster.
Yeah.
These GMs don't get enough credit.
Yeah. I mean, that you mentioned the Minnesota series, and the crazy thing is that Dusonmo game, right? Game 4, where he came off the bench and scored 43. When Ant-Man's out and he's coming off. That game in and of itself, the bench, the depth of that Minnesota team speaks to exactly what you're saying. They outscored the Minnesota bench outscored the Nuggets bench 76-16.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
I mean,
there you go.
And I mean, all the headlines were on Jaden McDaniel and the trash talk he was saying before the series started about how Denver was soft on defense, and then he went and did that silly layup with 3 seconds left or 10 seconds left and caught.
Yeah.
I mean, that got all the attention, but I mean, if you look at the numbers,
what he did,
what was really happening?
Yeah.
The bigs were holding that they were causing problems for the Joker.
Yep.
They just causing disruption on their offense.
Yep.
It was a system win. The system won.
Well, you got to put some respect on Rudy Gobert's name.
He came up big.
Yeah. He came up big against the Joker.
Defensively, he held him down.
Yes.
Well, what Joker's numbers wasn't too far off though, were they?
One of them games it was.
Yeah, because I think the Joker still, it's just you need, if you only got the Joker, you don't have Aaron Gordon. No. What's the so they now you need more from the Joker.
And that's the thing too. So now, like I seen a question posed, now that Denver got knocked out, do we look at the Joker any different? And that's crazy.
No.
Yeah.
See, to me, it's like the man's still a change, but no human being can have it every day.
And if
you just can't.
And if you look at some of the numbers, what really caused problems for Denver was them holding Jamal Murray down.
Yeah.
What went into that though is they told, what was the guy that Anthony Edwards told Rudy Gobert, like, we're not going to double, because as soon as you double the Joker, now you got Murray getting off, and you got everybody else getting off when you double it. And it don't really do any good to double the Joker, because the Joker's still gonna get his numbers. He's still gonna get his. And now you got the Joker getting his numbers and everybody else getting off. So now you're in trouble. So now we can't double.
And then they said we going right at Denver because they don't have no good defenders.
Yes. Yeah.
He came right out with that.
And he doubled down after they won.
Double down.
Yeah, it's not a rivalry.
Man. I don't know that guy she talking about. Do you guys know?
No, I don't know the guy either. Can you get through your thoughts?
Oh, the quarterback. Yeah, that quarterback, that the 5'8", 5'10". Oh, what's his name? Gosh darn.
The one the Ravens picked up? 5'9"?
Yeah, that quarterback.
Yeah.
Yeah. He was
the Ravens picked him up.
Yeah. Where was it?
Oh yeah. So she said, yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I just don't. I thought Kyler Murray. I thought people around the league would learn their lesson from Kyler Murray. I just don't like those small quarterbacks, man. What would you say? Like 5'9", 5'10"?
Yeah, it ain't no, he 5'9". Ain't never been a quarterback this small. Kyler Murray taller than that.
Yeah, nah.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I haven't watched him in college. I don't know. The Ravens just gave him a shot. So he undrafted. It ain't like they
Yeah.
drafted him. Gave him an
Diego
opportunity.
Pavia. Diego Pavia.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
Diego.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. That's his
He
name.
alone. If you ask me, just on size alone, I think he's just a long shot.
Yeah, but he's there's rumors that he's kind of just he's a little bit of he's overhyped. He's a little bit of a fraud. Yeah. And he got his numbers in that Vanderbilt system, and yeah.
Well, yeah. Well, I don't know. I don't know. See if he makes the team. If he makes the team, then But that's crazy though. 5'9".
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, I guess it's good that
Oh,
he
he
got a
bad. Right. What she say? He badmouthed the Heisman voters
badmouth the Heisman voters.
and the
Badmouth
NFL.
the NFL. Yeah.
Well, somebody gave him a shot though, even with all that. So I don't know. Is his arm strong? Like, what's the deal with him?
I don't know. Yeah,
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know about this guy.
Okay.
I would think he a long shot just because his size.
Yeah.
Where Kyler Murray going to be playing at next year? Somebody
He's
pick
in
him up.
Minnesota.
He with the Vikings.
Jim, man, what is y'all doing, man? Y'all let the other guy go. He won a Super Bowl. Now y'all bringing in Kyler Murray, man. And
Mike, you too hard on Kyler. Kyler can play.
He can
play.
And a lot of people in Minnesota are very confused what's going on with quarterback situations, especially now that Darnold won a championship with Seattle. But I mean, I wasn't mad at they had to make a decision, and they definitely went with hey, we think JJ is going to be our future. Yeah. Let's invest in him. And where that's kind of fallen apart last year was he just kept getting hurt, right?
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, I mean, I'm okay with them continuing the narrative of, hey, we're going to keep working on making him better decision wise, because he's got some of the physical skills. He's just got to learn, right? The speed of the game, the decision making, the end of game strategies, and I'm okay with Kyler because Kyler can. I mean, that cat can move.
Well, Kyler gonna be the backup then?
No,
he's starting.
Starter.
What?
Man, Kyler can play, Mike.
Yes.
You keep looking at Arizona. Arizona ain't have no. Man, look. Kyler can play.
I hope y'all right for Jim.
He's accurate as hell.
You're going to give him the jet, and
you're going to give him Jefferson,
Addison, and that tight end Hockley or whatever his name is. Yeah.
Did you see what Kyler did when he had Larry Fitzgerald?
Yes.
And Larry Fitzgerald was at the tail end. Man, listen.
Yeah.
I'm not a big Kyler fan of him, but the kid can play.
And they definitely put a lot of draft strategy in building up that defense.
Mm-hmm.
So
and that's another thing with the Minnesota fans. They keep acting like, if Sam would have stayed in Minnesota, you would have won it.
Nope.
But Minnesota didn't have the team Seattle had.
Nope.
Seattle had the #1 defense in football. They had that hell of a running back in the backfield. They had all that stuff, man. It's not just one guy. Sam went there, but they ain't just one guy. Sam could have stayed in Minnesota and you still fell short.
And And yeah.
So
I mean, Seattle had a great system, and it made their running back look good, made the quarterback look good. That defense was for real. Yeah.
look at the offense and defensive lines
Yeah.
in Seattle.
Yeah.
They get at you, you know. So I know fans like to do that, man. I mean, I get it, but it's just silly to me. It's like, you know, it ain't because he went there. You know, you need a whole team to win it all.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, yeah. So
Yeah.
yeah, and I'm not sure Minnesota was there. They was close.
Yeah, they were close.
They were very close.
Yeah.
But you know, it is what it is, man.
Yeah.
And
So
JJ McCarthy, you can't expect him his second year, first year starting to be already ready to take you all the way to the Super Bowl. That's not fair either. You know, you gotta let that game slow down for him. You know, I'm still a fan. I think he's gonna wind up pretty good if they don't mess him up with this collar thing.
Yeah.
well,
Shake his confidence.
let me ask y'all this. Retro want to know, how about the Browns making Deshaun the number 1 QB?
Not surprised at all.
Yeah, I gotta say I'm not surprised with that either.
Oh,
Yeah, with the Browns making
oh,
Deshaun their number 1.
absolutely. Deshaun was starting to turn the corner when he got hurt the second time. They came from behind and beat the Ravens. He got hurt. Now, his first year there, it was so much going on mentally. I don't care who you are, you're human. All that pressure, the media, the pressure, the lawsuits, he was a mental vegetable. You know what I'm saying? So, but the guy, it was when he was playing his last year in Houston, he led the whole league in passing yards. And he had a lot of touchdowns and little interceptions. And he lost his number 1 weapon, DeAndre Hopkins. Deshaun Watson is only 29, 30.
Yeah.
He could play. He was a top 5 quarterback. And you paying him a boatload of money. It's not a good business to have that money sitting on the bench. You got to put him out there and see what he got.
Yeah.
And Shador, you know, he threw a lot of interceptions. That's all I know. He threw a lot of interceptions.
Yeah,
you know?
So do they,
I mean, it's gonna be interesting, man.
do they but by the time the season starts, do they still roll out there with 3 QBs?
I think they did.
They did it last year.
But they had 4. Didn't they have 4 last year? Didn't they?
They wound up rolling out with 3 because Kenny Pickett didn't make it.
Yeah.
They wound up releasing him or trading him. So it was Flacco, it was Shador, and Dylan Brooks.
Okay. I was thinking about
Gabriel.
Yeah, I mean Gabriel. Yeah, what's his name? Gabriel.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think they do, you know. But that's gonna be interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, man. Season's here. It's fever season for me.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna start watching
Have guards.
some more of this WNBA so we could be talking about it. You know what I mean, on these podcasts, man. It's a lot of players in the W that I want to see. I'm looking forward to. What y'all think about Fudd and what you call being on the same team? And what's the young lady name?
Paige
Beckers.
Yeah, Paige Beckers. Buckets.
Yeah.
That's the way of the league, man. That's the way of the league. You got Dewana Bonner and Alyssa Thomas on the same team.
Yeah.
And I think they married.
They are.
Yes. Yeah. So
I don't know. I guess if it don't distract from the team, you know. I know some jobs don't even want to have couples working together.
They don't. But the W is different. The W is different. I heard yeah, and I was gonna say that. I'm not so sure if AZ won't wind up being a bust. I watched her the night Dallas played with Fever in the preseason. She was missing in action.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looked like the game was moving fast for her and everything. It's gonna be interesting to see how that turned out.
Like, yeah, will her skills translate to
Yeah,
from college
yeah, yeah.
to the W? Yeah,
And
so retro probably is got a good point though. She, to a certain extent, she might be overrated.
I think getting hit with that question early,
Yeah,
I think it kind of got in her head a little bit, So now it's going to be a question whether can she handle the scrutiny on this level. It's different in college. It's some on college, but now you getting paid a boatload of money. It's different. It's different. It's
yeah,
different. Yeah, yeah. But Paige looked like she ready to cook this year.
Oh yeah.
She looked good in
yeah,
that game. She looked real
yeah.
good. The coach got her shooting more threes. He want her shooting threes.
But all right,
And
so if Paige having success and then AZ Fudd is not, you know what I mean? Like, how does that going to affect the team dynamic?
I don't even know if AZ gonna start when Enrique come back. Now Enrique got some kind of domestic violence charge, but when Enrique get back with the team or if she with the team, I don't know. But I don't know if you competitive, right? So what's gonna happen is AZ the coach gonna probably have her coming off the bench or something, or reduce her role if she ain't playing well. But that shouldn't have an effect on the team.
Yeah.
I mean, should their relationship really have an effect on the team?
I would hope not, but
Well, but
just,
it'll have an effect based on how the media and outside people put pressure on them, right? Because if you constantly asking that question and hey, things aren't working out well, is it because of? I mean, whatever. It's the outside noise that could potentially cause issues, which would be a self-fulfilling prophecy.
And they was never asked that question in college. Ever.
Exactly.
Well, in college, I didn't even know that they were a couple until the other girl, until Paige graduated, though.
It was known.
Yeah.
That senior year, it was known. That championship that Paige won with her.
Yeah, I didn't know.
Yeah, it was known.
I ain't really paying no time. I didn't know that they was a couple.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
oh, when I found at the draft when AZ and she went to the draft with
Paige.
Yeah, that's when I.
But it came out though. I knew during the season, but like I said, it don't matter to me who.
And like Retro said, it caused issues with Bonner and AT. So I don't know.
But did it? Did it?
I thought they had a couple spats and bought them, you know what I mean, and they flowed over from home into work.
I don't know. I know they played in Connecticut together. There was one game. There was a game 7 away from going to the finals or something. In Phoenix, I don't know what happened in Phoenix. I don't know, but
I'm just glad this don't happen in football, man. Like the halfback beating the fullback.
I mean, it hasn't it though with this Vrabel and
Diana.
What's the lady name? Vrabel. What's her name?
Yeah.
Rossini.
Yeah.
I don't think for some reason though. I don't think that. Besides their wife and husband, I don't think it's really a work issue because they.
Oh yes, it is.
It is.
You think so?
Oh, because she was the one she was feeding all that AJ Brown stuff when it wasn't a thing. She made it a thing, and then all of a sudden, in the end, where does AJ Brown end up? He ends up in New England.
Yeah. Oh. Well, is he in New England now? They said after the first he was getting drafted there. You're right. You're right. They didn't make the move yet, but after June 1st or something, he was going there. But plus that, Mike, she breaking stories. She getting inside information.
Yeah. And that's different. Like, if she breaking
AJ Brown and some of the people inside Philadelphia were saying, we got no idea where this is coming from.
Yeah.
And it looked like they were just trying to say, hey, it's not a big deal. It's not a big deal. But people were thinking, they're just saying that because it is a big deal. But looking back, hindsight's 2020, and she was the one breaking the news that, hey, he wants to go to New England, or whatever the narrative was. And
Well,
I mean, you
let
look
me
back
ask y'all
on it
this.
now, it's like, hey, this smells a little fishy. That's basically tampering right there.
Yeah.
Well, but let me ask y'all this: is it an issue because like she's a woman? Just say like if Rabel was really good friends with the guy Shams, right, from ESPN, and he telling Shams all this news, all this information because he trying to jockey and get himself in position to get AJ Brown. Like, that probably goes on too with the men, right?
They all have unanimous sources.
Right.
Everybody does. That's
Right.
You got to get a source.
So
But
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, but it's different when you having a public.
I
You having a
don't
relationship.
care if it's man, female, whatever. If you're doing that and then photos come out of you kissing and snuggling and doing, I mean, that's a problem.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I just think,
yeah.
because of that different
I'm like
dynamic,
that.
because of that relationship.
Yeah. Well, you got to have a source.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So she, that was just a little extracurricular activity, I'm thinking.
No. But you're giving out information before it's time. So all these teams know they want stuff to leak to the media. They want that.
Right.
But there's some things they don't want to leak to the media. And when you talking about a guy on a team with Philly, and she's already saying he wants to go to New England, that's not something that they want leaked. You know what I'm saying? So it's one of them things. Like some things they purposely use the media to sell the sport and the leak stuff. Like, yeah.
Well,
yeah.
I didn't know Angel Reese was dating 2 NBA players. I thought she was dating one guy and
she got an ex. Yeah, she broke up with one guy and dating another guy. Yeah.
Oh my.
I think she trolled her ex or something.
Yeah.
I don't know the story, but I didn't even know she was dating until recently when they said.
Yeah, I didn't know either.
She trolled them. Yeah.
I don't know, man. I just people don't learn that these public relationships don't work out. It's best to keep that stuff, I mean, keep it private.
Yeah, I guess it depends. You're right, they don't, but
Oh, okay, yeah. Oh, okay. See, she dating just the one. Oh.
Yeah. So yeah, man, it's crazy. It's crazy. Yeah. That's it, man. What she said? Angel got cheated on. Oh, okay. Klay Thompson, him and Megan, what's her name?
Megan Thee Stallion.
Yeah. Klay went on about his business, man. Klay said,
That's why I think, man, these relationships, and I know that they in entertainment, so they put this stuff out there. But I think if they were serious about the relationship and they wanted to, to create a real bond, they would have just worked on that in private,
Gotta keep it private.
Yeah.
Tell me this. What's the ratio with regular people and amongst the masses whose relationships work out?
Like around close to 50%.
You believe that's that?
I don't know. I do believe this stat, though. I believe that if you wanted to have a successful relationship, you can have a successful relationship, if you go about it the right way. So I don't really pay too much attention to stats, but I do know that like putting your business out there is just make it harder to maintain that relationship.
Depends on the person, man.
Right? Yeah. It just like Retro just said. So you got Asia and Bam. I thought for some reason I like because Bam is probably like more laid back and but she is like more but they might be all right.
Listen, man, I know you love your girl Asia, and her game is great. But that media day press conference, That was cringe.
What happened on the media day press conference?
It was just cringe to me. It's like she come out sitting at the podium. She got her glam team touching her makeup up before she said, right while the interview.
Yeah.
Getting ready to go on,
Well,
and
she can be extra.
yeah, that's what I'm. Yeah, that is just.
Yeah.
I
She can be
don't
extra.
like that. Yeah, I don't like that.
I
And
wouldn't like that either.
then this whole, she claimed herself to be a victim. I just want people to be mad. That's my motivation. It's like, to me, everybody in the world says you're the best player in the W and probably one of the best female players in the world. Nobody's saying you can't. And that's that whole mentality. Like, but if that's her motivation, that's what's driving her. Who am I to judge it? I just can't. I don't rock with that.
Yeah.
It's like you're a great player.
It goes back to what we started this conversation, the whole show with, was being relatable.
Yeah.
And who's going to be relatable to that kind of attitude?
Right. Yeah. But they don't get it though, Jim. Like some people, that entitlement, they feel like no matter what they bring to the table, if they good, then you should accept that. Whereas though it don't work that way.
I'm going to sound like an old man because I am, but that's just this generation.
Yeah. I think as young people who don't get it, some young people just don't get it.
I mean, it's not I don't want to paint with that broad of a brush, but
I'm just saying.
More often than not, that's at least the social media side of this generation.
Yeah. It's over the top, man. It's just, she go hard in the paint with that stuff, man. I'm like, she the greatest player in the league. Her, Fee, Stewie, you got so many players. Stewie don't get down like that. Fee don't get down like that. Asia don't have to get down like that. She come from a great background, 2 parents. Got a statue in South Carolina, played under Don Staley. Aaliyah played under Don Staley. Aaliyah is real relatable. She's a sweetheart. It's Raven. Even this girl Raven, after you listen to her talk, see her energy, she bubbly. I don't know where Asia get this. I guess it's just in her. But all that extra head stuff and man, it's just like I mean, she great though. I can't take nothing from her game. But I can't rock with that, man. That's like, it just turned me off. Even Michael. Michael had every reason to be whatever. And he wasn't. He was confident, and he demanded things from his teammates, but he was never like just, I'm the greatest ever. You know what I'm saying? And when Muhammad Ali did it, it was an intention behind it. He wasn't doing it out of being braggadocious. It was an intention behind it during those times, So
it was a strategy.
It was a strategy, So
let me ask y'all this: Do we look at her different because she a woman doing that? Because the same thing with like Clarissa Shields, right? She is kind of like, she always want to be the GOAT, or the greatest woman.
No, because I don't like the way Mayweather carry himself.
Yeah.
I don't either though.
It has nothing to do with man and woman with me.
Oh, because I don't. I'm more into like having people prove it than constantly try to say, even with Deion Sanders, right? Like certain people I think can get away with it because he, if you look at Deion, if he tell you he the best cornerback and then you watched him, you like, he got a strong.
But that was he built that brand, right?
Yeah.
I don't know what the cat's like at home, sitting around, just chilling. He might be a real laid back kind of cool guy, but I mean, it's a brand that he's used successfully.
Yeah. But I'm be honest with you, Mike, when he came out with that video, Must Be the Money.
Yeah.
That turned me off. I didn't like that.
That was corny.
That was corny.
Yeah, it was corny. It was corny.
Yeah, it was corny. And the way he act now, to me, is real corny to me. I mean, but he's a hell of an athlete.
Yeah.
A hell of an athlete. So, it ain't a man and woman thing.
You mentioned money. You mentioned Floyd. I asked this question in the text chat.
Mhm.
Who's going to be watching Pac-Man and Money Fight?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I said in the chat, I just think that I would have liked to see Floyd and Pac-Man fight when both of those guys was in their prime. I just think they waited too long.
I mean, they still were kind of there when they fought the first time.
You think
But
so?
they were kind of they were at the end. They were at the end of their prime.
Yeah.
But you're right. It would have been a better marquee matchup had they done it earlier.
I think not only would it have been a better matchup, but I think it would have been better for the sport of boxing when you got those two guys.
Yeah.
You know, Sugar Ray didn't do that. Ali didn't do that. You know, those guys just fought next on the list.
Yeah.
You know,
wasn't it Pac-Man's reluctance to take the steroid test or something?
Yeah, it was. Yeah, I mean, for whatever reason. Yeah, I
thought he wanted an Olympic style drugging. Yeah. So,
yeah. I mean, that first fight was boring. I think if they do it again, it's probably going to be the same thing. And I don't. Yeah. And Floyd's only doing it because he needs the money.
That's the narrative. That's the narrative. I probably won't. I haven't even watched a good fight in so long, man. A lot of times I wake up and just see who won. Yeah. If it's a big time fight, like Crawford last fight, I wind up watching the replay. So
I don't follow boxing the way I used to.
Yeah, I don't either.
Yeah.
I think MMA's kind of killed the sport a little bit.
Yeah. And I think boxing to me don't seem like it's above board and legitimate. It even seemed more legitimate back when Don King was ripping off everybody, man. I don't know, for some reason I just thought it was a little bit more. Don King, he representing both fighters. It was crazy back then with Don King, man. Everybody ended up broke except for Don King. I don't know how he ain't get beat up. He ain't get beat up.
You ever watch his story?
No, I didn't. Yeah.
Oh, they made
Yeah. All right, Retro. Happy Sunday. Retro. Yeah, appreciate you tuning in.
I know what I gotta do. I gotta find one of your videos, like it, and then it'll be back in my algorithm.
There you go.
I know what to do. Yeah.
That's what
she got some funny little shorts. Her shorts be funny.
Yeah. Just like the video, and it'll keep it in the algorithm.
Keep it in the algorithm.
Yeah.
So who y'all got coming out the East and West, man?
This is gonna be tough.
I mean, the West, you gotta. It's I think if the Spurs beat the Timberwolves, which I expect them to kind of do.
Yeah.
I mean, that's
I'm looking for a good series there, though.
I think it'll be a good series. Spurs are going to do what they do, and they kind of tick all the boxes on all the categories, and that Oklahoma and Spurs meet up, if it happens, which I expect it to happen. That's going to be the big one, because the Spurs, for whatever reason, have the special sauce.
That's going to be the championship before the championship.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's like
you ain't giving nobody in the East a shot.
Huh?
You ain't giving nobody East a shot to win the ring.
If Detroit come out, Detroit don't have. Just think about it. Detroit don't have no guard, Clayton.
Yeah, I know.
They need
Detroit,
a second sport.
So one-dimensional.
I ain't even looking at Detroit no more.
What about? Do you think Philly could beat? Do you think Philly could beat OKC or
I think it's down to the Knicks. I think it's down to the Knicks making it.
The Knicks.
They have the best shot at making it a series.
Mike, what's his name? Mike Brown?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He finally realized go through Cat.
Yeah.
Let Cat sit, because Cat can pass.
Yep.
He can shoot. He can go down on the block. And then that freed up Jalen Brunson.
Yep.
Now, I don't know if it's going to work in this next series, but he finally got the memo.
Who they got in the next series? Philly?
No, do they? Who they play next? Philly.
See.
Yeah, Philly.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, the Knicks in the. I think the
Yeah.
Knicks can get past the Sixers. I'm just not, even though I think Embiid, he just one twisted ankle away from. He was beat up. He barely got through that game. The game 7. With, I don't know if he gonna be able to go 7 games with the Knicks. And the Knicks play physical too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I don't know if he gonna be able to hold up in this series right here. I got the Knicks coming out of this.
No. But he did a good job. He did a good job. He played through Karl Anthony Towns, freed up Jalen Brunson, and then them other guys did their thing. Brunson could get loose, score a lot of points, but Cat gave you his 20. Yada yada. That's what you do, man. You gotta use the talent and the skill set. Don't worry about, is this guy a closer? Is he a killer? Don't worry, you got a killer on your team, Jalen Brunson. You just gotta free this little nigga up. Excuse my language, but you gotta free him up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You gotta give him so he got his legs down the stretch.
Yeah.
You know, hey, man. But I think, yeah, man. I always thought Denver would be the hardest matchup for the Spurs. I know OKC, the defending champs, but I think they've been having trouble with what's that guy, Williams? Hasn't he been kind of dealing with injury on and off or whatever?
Yeah.
Yeah, and if he ain't 100%, I know in Minnesota, I know probably Julius Randle gonna probably try to be physical with Wemby. I know Minnesota gonna try to be physical with Wemby, but Wemby just got so much in his bag, man. It's just
and then they have other bodies that they can throw at Randle. You know what I mean? So if he want that matchup, he may not even get. No,
I'm saying not Wemby covering him. I'm talking about them playing Wemby physical.
Oh, okay.
Trying to slow him down, but like that boy Fox, all them guys, they playing ball, so, and they run.
Oh, yeah.
So I know that's your team, Jim.
Too many injuries.
Yup. So, I don't know, man. It might not be too soon for the Spurs. My man Wemby took that concussion on the chin. Knocked out cold, came back, still doing his thing, man. So
I'm looking forward to a Spurs Thunders championship.
Yeah,
because I think that series is just going to be fire.
That's going to be the championship.
I like that too.
And with the Pistons being exposed, being so one-dimensional, that Eastern Finals is going to be Knicks versus somebody.
But I'm not sleeping on Philly. I'm not sleeping on Philly.
I think they caught lightning in a bottle. I don't think they can.
I'm not sleeping on.
I don't think they can keep up the offensive, and maybe they can, but their offense has been just dialed in.
Maxey been doing it all year. Paul George has always been a scorer. Embiid can put in 30. I don't know, man.
Yeah, my thing with Paul George and Maxey, can they stay healthy though? Embiid and Paul George, those guys.
Well, that's the only question mark, of course. But I'm just saying, right now, health not being an issue. To me, Philly got more scoring power than the Knicks.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. If you got a healthy New York, Sixers, I like them too. But that's the thing. New York gonna play them physical.
And they'll have the home.
Yeah, home court. Yeah. Yep. So I don't know, man. But
I think the Knicks, I think the New York crowd might not have a lot of love for Philadelphia.
They probably not.
Boston, actually, Philly and New York, they do get along, the people. But when it comes time for this, yeah. So we'll see how it go, man. It's been good, man. I'm gonna settle down. I done gave y'all every ounce of my energy, so
I'm great. Go get some snacks so I can watch.
Get you ready for that. I mean, Real quick, what do you guys think of them demoting the Pistons Orlando game to the 2:00 slot instead of the prime time?
That I don't like that. Like,
Ain't
why?
Why?
It ain't no star power.
Man, I think the series been pretty entertaining to me.
To you, I believe that. I believe you, Mike. You're a basketball guy.
The numbers dictate otherwise than it.
Yeah,
You know what I
ain't no
mean?
star power. Yeah. Ain't no star. Who is it again? Who is it?
So the early game is
Orlando and Detroit,
and then the late game is
Cleveland.
Cleveland and
yeah. Cleveland got some star power with Donovan Mitchell and Harden. They got some recognizable names. Detroit and Orlando up and coming.
Well, and to me, I think I do think that Raptors and the Cavaliers series was it's been a better series, because if you think about it, the Pistons was supposed to get the Magic out of here. You know what I mean? And it, probably about 5 games, at least 5 games. So yeah, but there's been a more competitive series to me with the Cavaliers and the Raptors. So.
I just wish quickly with what Hurt was playing. I want to see him. Yeah. Emmanuel ain't playing.
Yeah.
They don't need him, but
Yeah.
I would like to see him play a little bit, somebody from Maryland, you know what I mean? Yeah. But anyway.
Yeah.
It's good series.
All right, fellas. I appreciate y'all.
Yep.
Everybody who tuned in, make sure to like, subscribe. Yeah, I'm great. I'm going to go watch this game, man. Watch some basketball.
Y'all stay positive, man.
All right, man. Have a good week, fellas.
And block out the noise. Later.